Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday morning. This is Bridgit Danner with Hormone Detox Shop, and I'm here with my good friend and colleague, Dr. Mariza Snyder. Hi, Mariza.
Hey, Bridget, honey. Hello from France.
Yeah, Mariza's in Europe right now, which is like way cooler than where the rest of us are probably right now. Do you want to talk a little bit about your trip and some fun things you've done?
Yeah, sure. We were mostly in Italy for the last 3 weeks, and then we ended up in France today. We did a lot of hiking in Italy. Did hiking in Cinque Terre. I'm not gonna lie, I've had pasta, not always gluten free, and and we've had a couple of glasses of prosecco, but it's been beautiful and amazing. And the one thing I promised myself that I would work out every single day. I've been using my oils, and so it's been amazing. It's been an amazing vacation.
Awesome. I love Cinque Terre. It's so great. And yeah, I think like when you're walking and you're relaxed and you're happy and you're sleeping, you can like eat a little bit more diverse stuff. You know, a lot of people say the quality of wheat is different there too, so it's a little more tolerable.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's been such an amazing trip. And it's gonna end this week, and we're definitely sad for that to happen. So, but
Yeah.
I mean, there's a part of me that's really excited to be back home. But because it is the summertime, there's something to be said about being home during the summertime a little, because there's so many parts of what you love in your town that make it special. So.
Right. And you don't have, I think you don't have the best internet connection. So guys, if she's frozen sometimes or whatever, just listen. It might not look perfect, but we got her. I made her talk to me on our vacation because it's a special occasion. We're on day 6.
Is.
Yes, we're on day 6 of our DIY Detox Summit, and today is all about hormones, which is like our favorite topic. Us too. We love to talk about hormones. Mariza's a giant hormones expert. I'm always recommending her book, Essential Oils Hormone Solution, as just like your Bible for understanding your hormones and easy solutions. So we're going to give you a little piece of that today. Since it's morning and we haven't really had any questions yet about her talk, usually I do like a Q&A, but since it's morning, you're just going to get like a little bonus interview, which is awesome. So we are going to talk today about easy solutions for cravings, low energy, and stress. So really common problems that very much affect your hormones or like are created by your hormones. So we've got a free gift for you about this. It is on the summit page. So if you're attending the summit, it's at the top of Mariza's video. There's just a link says, get more speaker resources. So put your email address in there. You can do that for a certain number of speakers to get bonus. And I will also put the link here in Facebook. So just maybe Mariza, first just get us warmed up. What is this free gift and why did you create it?
Absolutely. Over the last 10 years, I've been working with women dealing with hormone issues, or maybe not necessarily knowing what was going on with their bodies, but just feeling run down, feeling that they're dealing with stubborn weight, and feeling stressed and overwhelmed. And as you may know this, but last year I had an opportunity to survey about 50,000 women. And I asked them, what was the number one thing that was having an impact on your day, that was affecting your day in some way, not in necessarily a positive way. And although we got a lot of answers, 3 big things came back. And number one, women felt low energy. They felt fatigued. They felt depleted. They found, I remember I had so many women wrote into me saying that they found themselves just trying to hold their head up with their hand as they were finishing out their day, but had to finish out their day, right? Women wrote in and told me they were struggling. They were tired of this weight that wouldn't go anywhere, no matter what they did, no matter how many spin classes, no matter how much they worked out, no matter how many juice cleanses they did. They didn't understand what was going on with their weight. And then lastly, they just felt just a lot of overwhelm in their day-to-day life that just felt like it was never going to end. The to-do list never ended. And so I wanted to create what I consider to be some simple solutions that really help navigate those key concerns throughout the day. And one of the ways that I brought in those solutions was leveraging the power of plant-based medicine in the form of essential oils, because I find that when we have, I wouldn't call them cheats, but just things that make life a little bit easier, we're able to move forward in our day a lot easier. We're able to give ourselves more ease and grace.
Yeah. It's kind of how I feel about essential oils. We're both functional practitioners. You've got to look for the root cause and really like explore everything. But you also just need to get through your day, like you said. And essential oils can be used for root cause, but this conversation is more like,
but not this. Yeah.
Let's get you through your day, girl, because you have a job.
Exactly. Because tomorrow is about to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like that's, get to the root cause, and that's a whole different journey. But we deserve these moments where we just feel like we're able to get through our day. We're able to do it with more joy and more energy. We're able to literally say no to the donut or the cupcake or the chocolate croissant if you're in France. I don't know where you're at right now.
Well,
but you're able to say no to that. I'm going to have one. I'm going to do it. But I mean, otherwise, those cravings, oh my gosh, they get the best of us. They sideswipe us out of nowhere. And women tell me all the time, I don't know how do I get away from this? How do I say no when I'm exhausted and depleted and I've got 3 more hours left on the clock and I don't even know how I'm going to get through the day?
Yeah, that's a great point. And that is often when you reach for the sugar, you reach for the caffeine. I've been running this summit and I was pretty good about sugar, but I was reaching for a lot more caffeine and chocolate. And so this week is like my cleanup week. I just finished my green drink. I'm not having any caffeinated beverages this week. So, and I'm feeling fine. Like it's just the cycle we get in with the sugar and the caffeine, and we can break the cycle with things like essential oils. So tell us some of your favorite blends or just your favorite like star oils.
Absolutely. Well, energy is a big one. And for me, 10 years ago, when I was struggling with hormone issues, energy was the thing. It's so interesting. So often I find that we're more depleted than we think we are. I remember I told myself back in the day that as long as I wasn't crawling on the floor from one thing to the next, like physically, because I couldn't get up, I was fine. And little did I know, I was really, really struggling until I was crawling on the floor. And so, it got that bad. It really did. And, not to say that people are at that place, but I know what that feels like. I know what it means to feel so depleted that I didn't have the energy to get up, or I had just enough energy to get through the day. And then I just completely collapsed at the evening. And, one of the things that I love to start my day with is with essential oils, particularly citrus oils, because citrus oils are not only mood boosters and they boost happy serotonin and dopamine levels, but they're also energizers. They're like an energizer bunny. It'll give you that instant little extra boost. And I love to pair a citrus oil like tangerine or wild orange or clementine or grapefruit. Any of those are just beautiful. They all work very similar. But I love to pair it with a spearmint or a mint. So something with a little bit of menthol. And what we know about peppermint or spearmint is not only does it help to oxygenate the lungs, but it also helps to bring more oxygen to the brain. So we're not feeling so brain fogged. We're not feeling so depleted, especially in our mind. I'm not sure if you've ever been there where you're staring at a document and you just keep reading it over and over and over again because you can't seem to get past the one page because you're done. You're like a zombie. And that's what I love is leveraging a citrus and a mint oil. It's as simple as, I love having a little roller like this. It's as simple as having a drop of each on your palms or just rolling it over your palms. Hopefully I'm not frozen right now. Rolling it all over your palms like this, and then taking some deep belly breaths and just allowing yourself to reset. And if you start your morning that way and you punctuate your day throughout the day, it is calorie free. You're going to get the energy that you want. You're going to actually boost mitochondrial function as well, because you're helping to boost oxygen into the brain too.
Yeah, so citrus and mint are kind of uppers and expanders, and I don't know
Elevators,
how you can say
yeah.
elevators, perfect word. So I like to kind of just get people kind of understanding the classification of oils, because I think that kind of, for me, like, had some light bulbs go off, like, because people feel like it can be very daunting, but actually, like, when you start to understand, to me, the classifications, what I call like uppers, like the mints and the citrus, but the downers can be really helpful too. Like when you're anxious, you want to give us an example of some oils that are grounding?
Absolutely. It's so funny. You and I had made a bunch of blends for friends about a year ago. Do you remember?
I
And we had
do.
made an elevator, and we had made a relaxing oil, a calming blend. And we made about 50-50 of each, I want to say, give or take. Now, I'm always looking to elevate. I'm always like, give me that little extra something, just a little bit more, because that's my personality. And I was really curious to see people could choose. They could choose this beautiful energy elevating blend, or they could choose this really calming blend. And what was really fascinating to me, and I don't know if this was fascinating to you as well, Bridgit, but people chose the calming blend. They were like, no, give me that calming stuff. Like, hook me up with that stress be gone blend. And so, I know that a lot of us really do struggle with that. And my go-to calming oils, I have a lot of calming oils. And what I want you to think about when you're thinking about calming and relaxing and grounding. Now, grounding are more wood blends or wood oils like frankincense or cedar wood, sandalwood, patchouli. Although I'm not a patchouli fan myself, that patchouli gets the job done. A lot of good research on patchouli for decreasing stress levels in the limbic system. But then also florals. And actually, that's where I love calming oils. Calming oils, so florals aren't necessarily grounding as much as they're considered calming. Jasmine, lavender, geranium, ylang-ylang. Those are all very calming floral. Rose oil, like this right here, all very calming. And so it's just figuring out. So I like a combination of both when it comes to reducing stress levels. And a lot of research demonstrates when you combine grounding oils, like the wood oils I mentioned, with florals, you really do have this beautiful recipe. So my favorite calming blend that I use all the time, even here in France and in Italy, we've had some pretty, the travel can be a little bit stressful as well, especially when you're popping from one place to the next. And we're on a road trip, like we're driving everywhere. And so in a little roller, I like a little roller like this, a 10 ml roller, which you can get anywhere. I do 10 drops of lavender, because lavender is literally all things calming. Oh my gosh. And in the province of France, kind of where we're at, there's lavender everywhere. It's so beautiful. Then I like 10 drops of cedar wood. And then I love 5 drops of ylang-ylang. And you just have that blend. You top it off with fractionated coconut oil. Again, it's the same concept. If we want to get into the limbic system, which is controlling our hormones, controlling our amygdala, our what I call the stranger danger center of our brain, where we're really, our brain and our body are constantly assessing if there's a danger or if we should be anxious or worried about something. That's all happening in the limbic system. And it can be overactivated when we're feeling overly stressed or overwhelmed, or our to-do list never ends. And so you just grab that blend, especially if you feel like you need a little reset, or maybe you don't recognize, like I did once upon a time. You could not have told me that I needed a reset. I'm like, I am going to plow through this. I'm going to make it through. I'm going to shove my way through this thing, and that was me. And everybody were like, you need a break. No, I don't, I gotta do the thing that needs to get done, says every woman, and so it's nice to have a blend like this where you can actually set a timer on your phone, every 2 hours, every 90 minutes, maybe even every hour, where there's this little beautiful chime, not the, not like, some, I hate the phones that do that. Oh my gosh. It puts me in a stress mode immediately. It's like alert. So not an alert sound, more like a little chime. It's just something that's a reminder to grab an oil, stand up, take a moment, take a breather, roll it over your palms, breathe it in. And the thing about this chemistry, whether you like it or not, it is going to reduce anxiousness. It's going to reduce stress and overwhelm within a matter of seconds.
Does this blend have a name, Mariza?
You know what? It's my stress reset blend. I'm going to make one up.
Okay. The name was just coined right here. So I put this in the notes because I know people are like, what was that? What, how do I make that? So people love the blend. So I love that. And, a lot of times I think when people are struggling with their health and they see someone who seems really healthy and energetic and balanced, they think, well, what is the secret, right? Or like, are they just lucky? But honestly, like, it's lifestyle. It's making these choices all the time. And that's kind of what we teach about in the summit. It's not just like doing something temporarily or like meeting the right practitioner. It's creating a lifestyle where you have all the tools to calm yourself, to detox yourself, to like go on vacation. Like, these are the things that put you in that state of that alert but like calm that we want to be in.
Absolutely. And so we all need it. And it is all lifestyle. I mean, I was definitely the woman who, don't tell me nothing. I've got things to do. I've got people to take care of. I don't need to take care of myself. I really was of that mindset. I mean, I had a mindset of self-care was very selfish and self-indulgent. And I've come a long way because I had to. And, I was very sick. And if I didn't change the way that I thought, and that's why I was so excited to support not only you and your message, but the summit, because, there's so many things that we have control over, that we can make changes that don't have to be insanely expensive. There's so much that we can do in our homes, in our car, at work, and really it's necessary, because that's what real health is. Health is making decisions every single day, to live, like you said. I love the example of you saying, okay, last week I was in it and I was needing a little extra this, but now this week I'm resetting it all. I'm like, okay, I'm on a major caffeine break. I'm on a major chocolate break. Girl, I ain't going to be on that break yet and for another week, but at some point I will be. But yes, that's how we do it. It's these shifts, these conscious decisions to choose our well-being and choose our health over other things.
Yeah, I love that we're doing some real talk right now, because I think also people think, well, especially if you're not you're not at all in the healthy lifestyle, you're really in the standard American lifestyle. You think, oh, well, that's just like about deprivation. And like, I don't want to live that way. Those people are horrible and crazy and they don't have any fun. But it's really like, it's a choice, right? You can you can drink 5 glasses of wine a day. You can do whatever you want. It's your life. But you can also choose, like, I'm in France, I'm going to have 1 glass of wine and a chocolate croissant, but I'm also going to have a salad and work out and drink a glass of water. Like, you can balance it, right? And so I was honest, like, I hit the caffeine a little too much as the summit was ramping up. Like, I was just trying to get through, and, that was a choice that I made, but I can also make another choice. So that's just, we're doing some real talk right now. Like, sometimes even, you're an ambitious person. That's how you're wired. And sometimes, your nature could be to overdo it. I'm the same way. We're sisters from another mother. And, there's going to be times where you do push yourself too hard, because that's your nature. And then you got to just reel it back in and go back to those healthy habits. So we're just riffing a little bit here, but this is real women having a real talk about like finding your own balance.
Absolutely. And it's just about finding your own balance and feeling what feels right. The reason why I love oils, and oils have been such a big part of my life, is because they really have helped to ground me in a lot of these habits, and they've made them a lot easier. I want easy, and not all the things that we're going to do for our health are going to be easy. You and I know that. You've done some hard things for your health. I've done some hard things for my health, and we've had to make some really big, not fun decisions around our health and well-being. But I also do believe that we can make things fun, and it can be easy, and there's ways to make it easier. And I was thinking to myself, like, how can I make this journey easier for me? And when it felt good and it was in alignment with myself and who I was like, oh my gosh, if these can change the way that I operate, and it's been a big blessing for me, I know that there are so many women and families who are looking for this very thing as well. And that's really what it comes down to in this particular conversation today, when we're talking about how to use these oils.
Okay, so I'm going to start wrapping up. So 2 things. If you are live, put in a question now, because I'm going to start wrapping up. So if you want your question, get it in. I know some people are on. And then please tell us a little bit more about the freebie and what they will find in there.
Absolutely. So again, a lot of these things, that we struggle with, the lack of energy, the cravings that can come out of nowhere, especially when we're feeling triggered, maybe emotionally, energetically, or feeling overwhelmed, having a Craving Be Gone blend, oh my gosh, it is literally the thing that's going to rescue you. Or having blends that are designed for mood support and stress support. So this particular little cheat sheet not only gives you recipes that I have used for many, many years that have worked on thousands of women and families, men and kids can use them too, but they're so easy to make. So everything inside of this cheat sheet is right there, easy for you to implement. All you need is the cheat sheet and a couple of oils and a couple of rollers, and you are on your way to creating these powerful, amazing tools.
Awesome. Perfect. Yeah, I love your free resources. Like, people just gobble them up, and I think people just love recipes. They love things, like you said, make it easy for me. So here's going to be
tell me what to do. Tell me what to do and make it easy for me. And that's what I love to create, because that's what I would want. I create things based on what I want. And I guess I was very clear. I told you how easy I want it. I mean, outside of someone making it for me, which unfortunately I can't do for you guys, but outside of that, this is as easy as it's going to get.
Yeah, and if you want to get your hands on oils, we should share a bit about that. doTERRA, Mariza and I utilize. It's our only company we use for oils. It has a lot of these things already made. So we give out blends because people love blends, people love food recipes, people love oil blends. But there are a lot of them already made. So I'm looking at our free oils of the month. Balance is that thing we talked about earlier. It's grounding and calming and like uplifting all at the same time. It's balance. And so that's a good example right there of an oil that's already blended for you. One that we both love is Serenity, which is another specialty blend. It's excellent for sleep and anxiety. Motivate, we both love it. It's that morning upper with the citrus and the mint. It can also, like, I use it, my low time is afternoon. So if I'm like, I still have to like do whatever task, write this thing or whatever, do taxes, that's my go-to oil. It's also good for headaches, I find.
It is. It's great for headaches.
Yeah. So a lot of doTERRA stuff is already like pre-blended. You can find that more about creating a doTERRA account and getting oils at my site, bridgitdanner.com, and at Mariza's site, drmariza.com. So thank you so much for watching. I don't think I have any. I actually just hopped off that page, so let me go double check, but I don't think there are any questions. You guys are probably still just having your coffee and waking up.
It is Saturday. It's the summertime.
It's Saturday and it's the summer. I woke up 15 minutes before. I have to be honest. I'm like, oh God, thank God I woke up. I don't like alarms, so I don't set them unless like I have to catch a plane or something. Let me just check one last check for questions, and then unfortunately I got off the page, and then we'll get going. What do you have planned tonight, Mariza?
We're going to be heading to dinner. We just got here, so we're trying to figure that out still. And I think that's about it. I'm going to read a book. I've read 4 books so far. I love reading when I'm on vacation. And so I think I'm going to finish 6 books by the time I get home.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's like perfect vacation to me. Awesome. Well, I don't see any questions. So we will sign out. We have all the resources below the video, and really the best way to get it is join the summit so you can share all the speakers of today. We're also covering thyroid, estrogen dominance, and male hormones, because men have hormones too and they need to get balanced.
I know. Well, they do have hormones too.
So we have Dr. Jerry Bailey talking about that. We have a great lineup today.
You have a great lineup. Lots of good friends. Oh my gosh, it's going to be amazing.
So best way is to just come on the summit. You can get Mariza's free gift above her video. And then we also have it here on Facebook. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for hopping on with us. Thank you to you, Mariza.
Bye, honey.